Good morning everyone and welcome back to another of our video training. Now today we're going to be starting the 6 Punks Challenge 2.0, but we're going to be starting it in a different way. I know a lot of you guys want to jump right to the advanced workout and advanced strategies, but before we get there we need to lay a little bit of a foundation, and that is what we're going to be doing in this video. The question might be asked, why bother getting in shape? Why should we even follow this program? Why should we even lose weight? Why should we even strive to be healthier? Well, that's a very good question, and I will answer it like this. If you take a look at the World Health Organization, the top 3 killers in the world are coronary heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. These are like the worldwide statistics, and it's very important to understand something about these top 3 killers. And let's just dive into it a little bit. Now let's talk a little bit about coronary heart disease. 15.5% of deaths worldwide are the result of coronary heart disease. And that's a 25% increase since the year 2000. And you know what leads to coronary heart disease? This is the funny part. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, being overweight, and smoking. Now the next one is stroke, and I'm sure a lot of us know exactly what a stroke is, or know someone who has suffered from a stroke, because that's very dominant right here in the Caribbean. A stroke basically occurs when an artery in your brain is blocked. This causes the oxygen-deprived cells in the brains to die, and the strokes are the leading cause of long-term disability. Now did you get that? The leading cause of long-term disability. But this is a strange part. Here are some factors that lead to stroke: high blood pressure, smoking, being overweight, and a family history. Now the third one, diabetes. Now diabetes is a new epidemic and it's sweeping the globe. I mean, it is affecting thousands of persons around the world every day, and right here in the Caribbean. In fact, the number of people in the United States with this condition has nearly doubled since 1980. 90% of these people now have type 2 diabetes, and that is something that should shock you. It should stop you in your steps and cause you to wonder what it is that's going on that is causing this rise, this epidemic of diabetes. Just to understand what happens in the case of diabetes, diabetics are unable to make the best use of the chemical insulin, and this is produced in the pancreas. So insulin utilizes the sugar in the blood for energy, and it also controls the level of glucose in the blood. Now in patients with type 1 diabetes, the pancreas stops making insulin. Now with type 2 diabetes, the pancreas can still make insulin, but the rest of the body can't use it properly. Now, you know what is the strange thing about these top 3 diseases? These top 3 diseases are what we call lifestyle diseases. Now, what is a lifestyle disease? Simply put, it is a disease that is brought about by our lifestyle choices. So these are not contracted diseases or because of bacteria, viruses, outbreaks. These are diseases that we cause upon ourselves by our lifestyle choices. Now, let that sink in a bit. It can be a number of factors. It can be persons that are just negligent. It can also be persons that are ignorant of the fact that their food choices, their sedentary lifestyle are causing this epidemic to rise. And it can be simply that persons don't care. Now, 2 of those options can be true, but the second one, where it is persons really are ignorant, they're not really sure like how nutrition affects them, how the different food affects them, how important is exercise. That's why we're out here putting out these challenges, so that even if it is just a small percentage, I mean, just think about the amount of persons in this 6 Punks Challenge. According to the Facebook group, we have 245 members, and at least about 100, let's say about 50% of those are active. So if we can even just affect 50% of these persons, 50% of you guys, taking back control of your health, engaging in healthy activities, controlling your nutrition, getting active, and start reducing your risk of being another victim of lifestyle diseases, we as a company would have felt accomplished. But more importantly, you now can take this message, these results that you have gained. A lot of you have lost weight. A lot of you have seen dramatic changes in your energy levels, the way you feel. And you can now take that experience and share it with your husband, your kids, your next door neighbor, your friends at work. And they now can see this change in you, and it becomes a continuing effect. So that's why we're out here. That's why it's important for you to take back control of your health, because you have two options the way I think about it. You can either forget about your health and don't worry, it will go away. If you forget about your health, it will go away. Or you can take back control of your health, prolong your life. Think about the persons who depend upon you right now being alive. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your kids. What would happen if you fell victim to one of these lifestyle diseases? It's a very sobering thought, and sometimes it's something that we don't want to think about, but it is something that we should think about. What would happen today if you became a victim of a stroke, diabetes, heart disease? Who will be affected in your life? Take a moment to think about that. And whoever comes to your mind, let that be the motivation as to why you will start, if you haven't already, or continue if you have started, taking back control of your health. So this is the first video. I just wanted to start on that sobering note. Let us know we're not just out here having fun and games. Fun and games are great. We are having a great time. We're seeing you guys posting your pictures, and we appreciate that. But it's more than that. It's us trying to make a change, reduce the incidence of lifestyle diseases. If we can just even change it by 10% in our local, how much more impacting that will be to our nation as a whole. How much more impacting that will be to families who are today losing members because of these diseases. Parents having to be separated from their children. Children having to bury their parents. Husbands burying their wives. Wives burying their husband. What if you can make a change today? What if you being part of this challenge can affect someone's life? What if you living this example, taking a step, taking an action to enhance your health, could be the catalyst that causes this great reform in your local village? Imagine the impact that would have on not just your life, but those around you. This is Jason Craig, founder of Craig's Fitness and the initiator of the 6 Pounds Challenge. I encourage you all to stick on the challenge, to start today as a new day, not just for your health, but for those around you. See you guys in the next video.